As a working mom, growing my own food and cooking mostly from scratch, this week I'm sharing the ancient art of making yogurt at home. A self-sufficiency skill everyone should know about with endless uses and real savings. As an organic gardener, there are a few things I won't compromise on, and milk is one of them. I choose organic, locally sourced milk because it means fewer interventions and better animal welfare. I heat the milk gently and bring it up to 95 degrees Celsius, then hold it there for around 30 minutes. This changes the milk proteins, and that's what gives you that thick, creamy yogurt later. Once it cools down to around 50 degrees Celsius, I mix a little of the warm milk with yogurt, preferably from a previous batch. Any hotter and the culture dies. The milk curdles, and no culture means the yogurt will not set. I work quickly at the next stage so the temperature doesn't drop too much. Everything goes straight into jars or glass containers, wrapped up tightly and left undisrupted for 8 hours. Leave it wrapped longer if you prefer a tangier flavor. And just like that, you've made your first batch of yogurt. Congratulations! It's then time to let it rest in the fridge overnight, and that's when it fully sets and the flavor develops. I strain the yogurt to make it even creamier by adding a pinch of salt and letting it sit until it reaches the consistency that I desire. All I could think about that day was creamy yogurt with warm, crispy granola and a quick berry compote. It's very rare that you'll see me use store-bought frozen berries, but all that we harvested in summer was either eaten by my children or turned into jam. However, homemade jam from frozen berries is a very cost-effective approach that I'm totally on board with. I also just want to add that it's absolutely fine to buy yogurt. Making it at home does work out cheaper, especially if you're buying organic. Now, the mathematician in me cannot ignore this part, so 500 grams of organic yogurt is around £4 in the UK. That's £8 per kilo. 2 litres of organic milk costs me £2.89 and gives me roughly 2 kilos of yogurt. More yogurt, less packaging, and money saved every single week. When I don't strain it, I make my mom's epic Persian cucumber yogurt salad, an essential part of our dinners. And when I do strain it, I turn it into some variation of labneh. Labneh is a staple across the Middle East made by straining yogurt until it's thick, creamy, and spreadable. It's traditionally served with olive oil and flatbread for breakfast or a snack, or rolled into balls and stored in oil to preserve it. I coated mine in za'atar, sumac, pul biber, or Aleppo pepper for a bit of heat, and cumin seeds. Simple flavors, deeply rooted. If I have less time, I simply store it in a dish and serve it as needed with different toppings. Homemade yogurt has become part of the rhythm of our cooking, adding creaminess to smoothies, tenderizing meat in marinades, and adding moisture to cakes. If you're interested in learning this skill, comment recipe and I'll send you the link to the full method and all the ways you can use it.